Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel Padhai with Guruchela. So my dear students, I hope all are you doing well and taking proper care of yourself. My dear students, today in this short video lecture, I will try to explain the meaning of public policy. I will try to explain what is public policy, what are different and various definitions of public policy, and what are the features or characteristics of public policy. This is the first video lecture on your DSE paper Public Policy in India. After watching this video, you will become familiar with the meaning, different or various definitions, and important features of public policy. So let's start with the introduction part of the public policy. Public policy is a frequently used term in our daily lives. We often read in the newspaper about public health policy, education policy, environmental policy, agricultural policy, industrial policy, and so on. Public policies are primarily framed by the government to satisfy public needs and demands. Public policies are the action part of the government. It is what the government actually do. This is the most accepted and recognized definition of public policy. Modern states are welfare states. The degree of welfariance may vary from state to state. In a welfare state, governments have a lot of responsibilities to fulfill. The responsibilities require planning. By the means of planning, the actions of governments are decided, and the actions of government require policies. Since the planning is done by the government and the policies are framed by the government, these policies are called public policies. The existence of public policies has been quite long. They are as old as government. The form of government may differ, but public policies have been always formulated and implemented. Policies are thus those plans of action that are made in order to achieve an objective or a particular goal. The area of public policy is very extensive. It is used in specific areas like environment, foreign affairs, public health, social welfare, education, etc. Basically, whatever government does in public interest is termed as public policy. It may be in terms of government scheme, programs, laws, etc. By all these, the meaning of public policy can be derived as a declaration of goals and objectives of the government, a declaration of course of action, a declaration of social values. So, in short, public policies are as old as government. Whatever be the form of government, whenever or wherever government have existed, public policy have been formulated and implemented. Policies is a set of rules which can be utilized to achieve certain desired objective. Policy is a declaration of goals and objectives. It is a declaration of course of actions. It is a declaration of societal values. It is the output of the political system and hence most important part of the political processes. So this is the introductory part to public policy. So let's move on the next slide of the lecture. In this slide, you will learn what is meant by public and policy and how the term public policy was coined. So, the term public refers to the dimensions of human activity regarded as requiring governmental intervention or social regulation. It is based on the belief that there is a domain of life which is not private or purely individual, but held in common. As far as this domain is concerned. It can be influenced or affected or touched upon by the policies made by the government. So, this presumption gives power to the state to make policy affecting public. So, this is the meaning of public in the public policy. But what is policy? Policy basically refers to authoritative decision, principle or a rule, purposive course of action, system of governance, manifestation of considered judgment, expression of political rationality, declaration of common goal. Policy has been defined by David Easton as the outputs of the political system, and public policy as the authoritative allocation of values for the whole society. So this is the meaning of public policy in the term of public and policy. Basically, public policy as the authoritative allocation of values for the whole society. Public policy. It is a relatively stable, definite course of action decided by an public authority in dealing with a problem or matter of public concern. A projected program consisting of desired objectives and means to achieve them. So this is the meaning of public policy. In a simple definition, in a simple word, a policy is described as a set of principles or set of rules which guide decisions and achieve rational objectives. It is a course of action which is goal-oriented. The goals here are defined in terms of demands based on societal and economic needs, societal values, preferences. Policy is based on preconceived outcomes and course of action is planned to achieve the objectives. Now understand the various definitions of public policy. The term has been defined by Anderson as purposive course of action followed by an actor or set of actors in dealing with a problem or matter of concern. In the next, to Sir Geoffrey Vickers, policies are decision giving direction, coherence and continuity to the course of action for which the decision making body is responsible. In the next, Thomas Dye believes that public policy is whatever government choose to do or not to do. The next, Landberry says that it is what government do and fail to do to and for their citizens. In the next, Heidenhammer has defined the term as how, why and to what effect governments pursue particular courses of action and inactions. In the next, Frederick regarded public policy as a proposed course of action of a person, group or government within a given environment providing obstacles and opportunities which the policy was proposed to utilize and overcome in an effort to reach a goal or realize an objective or a purpose. In the next, according to William Jenkins, public policy is a set of interrelated decisions taken by a political actor or group of actors concerning the selection of goals and the means of achieving them within a specified situation where those decisions should, in principle, be within the power of those actors to achieve. According to Harold Laswell and Abraham Kaplan defines public policy as a projected program of goals, values and practices. Robert I. Stone defined public policy as the relationship of government units to its environments. According to Carl J. Frederick, public policy is a proposed course of action of a person, group or a government within a given environment providing opportunities and obstacles which the policy was proposed to utilize and overcome in an effort to reach a goal and objective or purpose. So these are the various definitions by scientists, by scholars. Now in the final slide, understand the features or attributes of public policy. Public policy is subjectively defined by an observer. It consists of a series of patterns of related decisions. The process of policy making involves several sub-processes and may extend over a considerable period of time. It has a purpose which may change over time and in some cases may be defined only retrospectively. Public policy involves action as well as inaction of the government. Public policy involves many participants. The stakeholders in public policy comprise the policy makers, those affected by the decisions, like the public and other interest groups, and all those interested in public policies, like the expert and media. Public policy is made in response to some sort of a problem that requires attention. Policy is what the government choose to do or not to do. Thus, we see that public policy is basically an act of the government. Policy is solution to issue or a problem, that is policy demands that are brought on agenda of government and requires attention. Policy may be in form of law or regulation, plan, program, schemes, guidelines, codes or combinations of these. For example, Energy Conservation Act 2001 in the form of Act, New Education Policy 2K20 in administrative notification, Ayushman Bharat Mission midday meal, these are in program and etc. Policy is the output or outcome of the political processes. So these are the main features or attributes of public policy. So my dear students, I just hope you understand each and everything very well. If you have any queries or questions or suggestions, write down in a comment box section. Dear students, if you really enjoyed and really liked this video and the content of this video, then please do like, share and comment and click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this every week or every day. So my dear students, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe, stay indoors.